Gave us the power, so he's showing out, that's why we.
That is on Jesus. Yo, we are back. Episode number 30 of the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show.
What?
Live direct with my brother, Rob Redeem. What's up, brother?
Hey, man, you know, like they do when you're trying to be cool. You know what they do. No, I don't. One word. I don't know what they do.
I do not know what it is, but I know one thing. We is live in effect.
We is back. You hear me?
Miss Kern say Warriors all the way. It's looking quite likely.
It's definitely
it's looking
likely.
quite likely.
Yeah,
what
likely.
Up, D? Yeah, it's looking
D,
quite
good?
likely. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later in the show, but yeah, you know, I just hope for a good series, you know, before we even dig into this, man. Can we just have some real competition? You know what I mean, bro?
That's it.
I had enough of the blowouts. And listen, man, before we even get started, Rob, and expect this, salute to my brother team. They got put out, but hey, they fought valiantly. You know what I mean? Jimmy gave his all. You know, a couple of questionable calls in that game, but the Celtics did win it, and I'm not going to say they got fully cheated out of it. Celtics was better in this sense that they were more healthy. Y'all get the ghost of Kyle Lowry, basically. You know what I mean? What up, Just James?
Just James, what's popping? I'll say this, and like I said, we'll get into it a little later, man. But as far as the Miami Heat goes, Duncan Robinson didn't play up to his contract. Tyler Hero, he had a pull groin. We know what that is.
Hey, side note before you finish. Side note, why Stephen A? I don't know if you saw what Stephen A got all on that boy head, talking about he got a pull groin, but sitting on the sideline with all white on the dusty floor. Like, what is you doing? Nigel, what's up, bro? Go ahead, bro.
Nigel, what's popping, man? No, I'm just saying, like, I am not mad that the Heat only lost by 4, bro.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we should have got blown out compared to what we had available. So, yeah. I mean, buckets. He played all 48 minutes, man. You left it out. He left it out on the court, bro.
Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. All right, man. Let's get into what's popping. Somebody tell me what's popping.
Oh, hey, hold on, brother.
Okay.
Just James. We were in the Eastern Conference Finals, my guy. I think you guys have been fishing.
Stop, brother. No, there's no need for shots at the Kings. They got a new coach. We'll talk about it later, man.
We'll talk about
no need for the shot at the Kings, brother. He happy to be smiling.
Just James is my bro. He knows this. But when it comes to sports, it be like that for everybody, including this man on the other side of me. We made it to the finals. Y'all been fishing. Y'all done got crappie. Y'all done got catfish. Y'all probably didn't even got y'all probably didn't even salmon, bass fishing. Y'all been fishing for a long time over there in Sacramento, brother.
Don't do him like this.
Just James.
We love you, Just James.
You know it.
We love you. You stupid, bro. All right, man. The NBA Finals are set. It will be the Celtics, the Boston Celtics, versus the Golden State Warriors. Just James, bro, kicking me while I've been down for 16 years. Man, I mean, you got down a whole – look, you can drive for the time that boy been down.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I ain't hating on the Kings. Listen, Kings are not good because of dumb management, not because of players. They've had great players. They have so many great players, man. Look at D just out the blue, go Bills.
That's how we do it, bro.
Absolutely. All right, man. NBA Finals are.
I think she meant to say Bulls, and
I know.
The eye popped up, but we go say Bills.
We know what it is. She Bulls, Chicago all day, every day.
All day.
Finals
every
are
day.
set. Celtics versus the Warriors. Rob, let them know what's good, brother. Mr. Stats over there.
Yeah, you know what it is. I just said it again. So Warriors versus the Celtics. They're favored to win. I said this. I said 2 weeks ago. I said whoever came out the East would actually win the NBA championship. But the fact that but injuries took place. Tatum not hurt. He got the shoulder injury. You got Williams, he hurt. You got Smart not 100%. And then you facing the Warriors, man. And right now, brother, the Warriors is on something different. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, but on the flip side of that, the Warriors now have to deal with more than one superstar. If you look at their road to the finals, it was Ja Morant, Ja went down. It was nothing. I'm not even counting the first round. Last
Okay.
round, they had to only worry about Luka. This round,
Uh-huh.
you got Brown. You got Smart, even though he's not 100%. You got
Mm-hmm.
Horford. You don't even know when
Mm-hmm.
his Viagra going to kick in because that boy just come with everything.
Hold up, dog.
He ain't lying.
Hey,
You ain't
he
right,
might have
dog.
he
You
might
ain't.
have a 40. He might have a 42.
Oh, I gotta get Rod one of these. Salute to my brother.
Hey,
Anyway,
look.
carry on.
You don't know when it's gonna kick in. He might give you
Right.
42 tomorrow night. You just never know. But at first, I did say whoever came out the East because they're more physical. They played a physical brand of basketball,
Right.
and the Warriors was just the way to. If Ja don't get hurt, I feel like the Grizzlies are in the finals. That's just my honest opinion, not because my bro is a Grizzlies fan.
Mm-hmm.
With this being said, the Warriors are something different.
Right.
They ready, they're back, and they're trying to prove to the world that they don't need KD, and that's very dangerous right now. So,
Glenn Murray, what's up, sir?
Glenn was popping. I actually got Warriors in 5, maybe 6.
Okay.
5 in a gentleman's sweep
Yeah.
because the Celtics are just not 100%.
I'm going to say Warriors in 7, and this is why. Although Boston is not 100%, Boston is long, right? And I had the very, very close eye to the series when we played the Warriors. Two reasons why you would say that we could have beat the Warriors is because we had a Ja Morant, and number two, we was able to defend them. But two things have changed since then. One, Gary Payne Jr. will be back.
Yes.
Also, the next part is this, and this is the biggest part. Clay has gotten healthy. Yeah. And that's a difference, right? And they found that Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins was just being like birthed in our series. He's like full grown one word for them now. So they got Clay, they got Steph, they got Poole, the Poole party be going off, and Wiggins, all contributing. And my man, what's the big dude, Looney catching every rebound.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Looney is the oldest looking 28-year-old I've ever seen in my life, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Looney looked like he like a 42-year. Look, Looney looked like Haslam and only 28 years old. Like,
that's right.
That's all I'm saying. But he playing ball.
Yeah, so now I said all that.
Nah,
it's all good.
You know he old, brother.
So I said all these positive things about the Warriors, and I think they will eventually take the series. But the only, like I say, with Boston, man, like Tatum is a real superstar, dog.
He is.
Like this ain't no play. And Tatum is what, 6'7", 6'8"? Not probably more like 6'8", 6'9", and has a J, can go to the hole, can post you up, and he play D. Both of their superstars for the Celtics are two-way players. That is not the case for the Warriors, although the Warriors had the best defense in the NBA most of the season. So I'm not hating on the Warriors, but we can't call Stephen Curry a lockdown defender. He's more focused on offense. But as for my man Tatum, he gonna play D and he gonna play offense. Goes for the same. And the same for my man Jalen X, as I call him. Newly signed. Newly signed to Kanye. He got a apparel deal with Kanye, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying?
I can believe it. I can believe it.
Yes, Mr. Super Woke. So salute to them, man. So I think the Warriors in 7, but I'm just praying. I want a good series, dog. I want a good series. Next subject, J. Cole makes his Canadian League debut. So he is trying this again. He was playing in the African League. I think he lasted about 2 weeks strong. Yeah. And then he dipset it. How long would he last in this one? That's not a question that we plan to ask, but I'm just going to ask you. And to the general general audience, how long will he last in this one? Would he just say he got to go make an album or what? What he going to do?
Here it is. The African League, I really do believe it was publicity stunt. He didn't want to be over there, man. He was about to have an album drop. He went over there. He got some little fanfare or whatever the case may be, and his album did quite well. But this is a sports show. You want to hear music? Tune in tomorrow. Anyway, Canadian Elite Basketball League is what J. Cole is in right now. He made his debut with the Scarborough Shooting Stars at the age of 37. Yes, Cole is 37. He went 1 for 4, finishing with 3 points, meaning he hit a 3. He had 1 board, 1 assist in 14 minutes. Now, if you're a video game guy like C or myself, this looks like a typical My Player where you don't have no stats. This is the type of stat line you have when you're playing My Player, and you can't make a bucket. You miss a layup. You missing jumpers, and then you
Yes.
luckily get a green on a 3. That's the type of stat line J. Cole
Right.
had for his debut for the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Right. So he's in, he's around our age range. That would
Yeah.
happen. That is what would happen if me or you played, right?
Oh,
Because
facts.
we'll get left open and we may drop a 3, but we ain't finna hustle. We ain't gonna have too many layups. Ain't gonna be none of that. So we may get 3 to 6 points. They're gonna be all. Yeah. My boy got layups.
Hey,
my bad.
According to the youngins in the city, Robert Dean got layups.
This is facts. But yeah, you know what I mean. So if we were to get out there, both our knees would be hurt in a minute, and both of us would be like in a minute.
Hey,
but we'll be able to
5
spot up
trips
and knock
down.
down a couple of threes. You know what I mean?
Don't leave me open.
Don't leave me open.
Don't fall for the pump fake. I got that left hand finger roll ready for you.
Yeah, Mr. G say when did he play? So he already played, is that right?
He already played. Yeah, he already played this one. This took place, I believe, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. In his debut.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
I
get
don't
it,
know.
brother. I don't know neither. But
I don't know neither.
we go.
All right, what's happening in the NHL playoffs?
Okay. So the Western Conference Finals, unfortunately, my beloved Blues got kicked out. And shout out to my man MC. He told me we can skip the hockey part. But hey, MC, it is what it is. When you catch this replay, bro, I couldn't help it. Colorado Avalanche, they beat us with 4 seconds left. I think 5 seconds left on the clock. They got a last-minute goal. So the Colorado Avalanche advance against the Edmonton Oilers for the Western Conference Finals. Then you got the Eastern Conference Finals. I believe defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning versus the New York Rangers. The Rangers are on a Cinderella story type thing, man. They've been in Game 7s last round against the Penguins, and then this past round against the last team they kicked out. So it is what it is. Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Rangers. I got the Lightnings coming out of that. I got the Colorado Avalanche, who has not lost on the road yet, coming out of the Western. What up, little bruh?
One thing I watched the last game the Blues played, and they was in it, right? It was tied. Bruh, it was down to like 15 to 20 seconds, and my man for the other team just came straight down and scored. I'm like, no, he ain't finna score right now. Yes, he did, and just won that thing. I'm like, God, dog. Glenn Murray said there's no TV coverage of the league. Oh, wow.
Really? We got all the coverage down. Oh, you talking about the basket? Hey,
he talking about the league over there.
Yeah, specify what league you talking about. You talking about this Canadian Elite Basketball League?
I'm sure that's what he's talking about.
Okay, all right. That's
I'm
crazy.
sure there's absolutely no problem with coverage of hockey anywhere
in Canada. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right.
Okay. It was created there. All right. Next subject. Rafael Nadal makes history. How so, Mr. Davis?
He becomes the greatest player on clay of all time with 13 French Open single titles. So the U.S. Open, there's a gentleman by the name of Stewart. I can't remember his name. He got the U.S. Open with 14. And then my man Roger Federer has the Wimbledon record with, I believe, 15. So I'm not a big tennis guy, but anytime somebody make history, I always want to bring this up. He becomes the greatest player on clay of all time with 13 French Open single titles. Shout out to Rafael Nadal. Nadal. I actually like tennis, man. I will watch them go back and forth. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind tennis, especially in championship play. I can't watch all the rounds, but when it comes to championship play, it gets real out there, bro. It takes a true athlete to play tennis.
I believe Nadal only lost 3 times in his whole career. Like, brother, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, he GOAT level stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's GOAT status, no doubt.
Yeah, man. All right, last thing, Brady and Rogers versus Allen and Mahomes in golf. What's up with that? I believe it's tonight as well.
It's tonight, bro. So they getting it down. They getting down. You got the OGs versus the youngins. You know what I'm saying? So Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills and of course Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs are teaming up to go against Tampa Bay's own Tom Brady and Green Bay's Aaron Rodgers, and right outside of Vegas tonight. I think it started about an hour ago because it's Eastern. It was 6 Eastern. So they've already started their rounds. It's for charity, but I also think some money is involved. So, you know, the youngest versus the OGs.
Nobody's on TV for free.
No, and it's on TNT. Yeah. So after y'all get done with us, you know what I'm saying, y'all can go ahead and go over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a hockey fan. I ain't gonna even lie. Playoffs, I love play. Man, look.
I like it in playoffs.
I love sports.
Quiet as kept, bro. The hockey playoffs been a little bit more fire than the NBA joints, especially the semifinals. Man, NBA, the whatever the Eastern Conference championships and the Western Conference championship was
Yeah,
trash,
man.
dog. A lot of
Yeah,
it was
man.
trash. Although I know my brother team was involved, man, but it was all like mainly blowouts, except for the last 2 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
hockey been like on the edge of the seat. I don't even know what's going on. For real. I don't
Hey,
understand it 100%.
Just James, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like, if you go to it's like baseball. I don't like watching baseball on TV, but when you go for the experience, it's the
Yeah,
greatest. I took my
absolutely.
sons to and we lost the game. We lost 8-1, but I took my sons to the Cardinals game against the Blue Jays. Just
Yeah.
the atmosphere in itself makes it for a fun time. Me and C, we got a chance. We had like VIP box seats. Shout out to C Mickey, Miss Crystal Morris. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we had the MVP box seats. It makes for a different experience. But hockey, bro,
Yeah.
I got a whole nother. As far as an athlete goes, there's no other athlete better than a hockey player. And if you watch
None
a hockey
whatsoever.
game in person, you'll
Yeah.
understand where I'm coming from. So shout out to hockey, man. I love hockey. I love playoff hockey.
All right, man, let's get to the soapbox segment.
Soapbox.
All right, soapbox segment where me and Rob go off on whatever it is for about 2 minutes. You see a timer like this, we go in and we do not hold back. Rob normally goes in on sports subjects. Last week we double teamed on the same subject for the foolishness,
Foolery, yeah,
tomfoolery that's been going on in
yeah.
America. And when it's over, you hear a sound like this, and then it's over. I, as tradition, I always go first, and here I go.
Yo, I think it's time. I think it's time for us to realize that Phil Jackson is not the GOAT when it comes to the greatest coach of all time in the NBA.
Oh,
And no, I'm not saying Red Hour back either. Them days back then, it was real easy when you had a couple of 7-footers to win it. I feel
right.
like the GOAT makes everyone around them better and enables them to become the best, even when they branch off from them. With all that being
Mm-hmm.
said, Coach Greg Charles Popovich has officially become the GOAT of
Oh,
coaching, in my opinion. We're
yeah.
talking about 5 NBA championships, 3 Coach of the Year
Mm-hmm.
awards, 4 NBA All-Star coaching opportunities, and he's in the top 10 when it comes to NBA history. Let's look deeper into the point, though. Spurs, a small market team. He took over the
Right.
Spurs duties in 96. 3 years later, they win a championship. They put an asterisk behind it because, you had the lockout. They came in, all that
Mm-hmm.
good stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
they ended up winning. Later on, he has 5 championships later. The NBA Finals this year is a prime example of why Coach Pop greatness can be seen. Both Steve Kerr and the Boston coach are under Udoka.
Ime Udoka.
Ime Udoka. Both of
Mm-hmm.
them were under the umbrella of Coach Pop as assistants, and now they're coaching the NBA championship. So no matter what happens in this championship, guess what?
Yeah.
It's all associated with Pop. Last year's NBA champions, Bucks head coach Mike Budenholzer. Guess what? Under Pop, he won. Becky Hammond has the WNBA Las Vegas Aces off to the best start in
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
Guess what? She was under Pop. Mike
Mm-hmm.
D'Antoni, he came up with the running gun offense. Everybody the stuff you see Golden State Warriors doing, the stuff you see a lot of these teams doing, come down, shoot the three, under Pop, Mike
Yep.
D'Antoni. Alvin
Yep.
Gentry, Grizz coach, Taylor Jenkins, Jazz coach, Quinn Snyder, Kings coach, Mike Brown, Doc Rivers, Monty Williams, just to name a few. Even GM Danny Ferry of the Cavaliers was under the umbrella, and he won a chip, of course, with the Cavaliers. So, shout out to Coach Popovich. In my opinion, he is the GOAT when it comes to NBA coaching.
You gotta respect Popovich, or you slow it down, and you get it that'll happen to you.
Right.
Anyway, my soapbox for today is something that y'all have been recognizing for about the last week. And my big soapbox problem is with Spectrum, Charter Spectrum.
Boy.
I do not like you right now. Literally yesterday, they came to my house, Rob. I came home from work early to meet them, right? My man was outside messing with the cords, replacing the cords on the outside. And after an hour, because I'm expecting everything going to be straight because we had the Bible study last night. After an hour, he tells me, we got to call the people to come up there on the big pole. I don't go on the big pole. I just go on this pole right here. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put in a call for you, and they may come within 24 to 48 hours. And when they do come, it's gonna be 11 o'clock at night, because they work from 11 to 7 in the morning. I appreciate all that, dog, but I'm paying a whole lot for these high megabytes. You know what I mean? A whole lot of money. I believe me and Rob on the same plan, so we can look clean, and we still get messages in the comments talking about we buffering. So Charter Spectrum, we're talking to you. Hey, and I know every time I get to talking, I get this weird phone call for y'all. So when y'all call, I need y'all to call and send the man over here to come fix the internet, because y'all been trash lately, bro. Trash. Yeah. We pay way too much money. In any company, if you know that something's on the pole is messed up, why do I have to call you for it anyway? You know it. You can see inside, like you can tell me if my stream is good or bad, which means you can always look at my stream. Why ain't you look at it and be like, yo, we gonna send somebody out here to take care of this because I see your stream been bad for the amount of money that I'm paying, brother.
Facts, bro.
I'm just saying, it is trash, it is trash, it is trash, but I would not go to AT&T. So I'm going to deal with it because I don't trust them, dog. No. I do not trust them. Let's get in debate fuel.
That's facts, bro.
All right, we with our debate fuel segment where me and Rob go back and forth on a subject for 5 minutes like so, right there. The first subject we're going to get into tonight was Jimmy Butler's last-second three the right shot? Was Jimmy Butler's last-second three the right shot? Mr. Davis, I know you're a fan, but I know you're going to have an unbiased opinion on this. Let's get it.
I want you to put that screenshot up so people will understand where I'm coming from, because I need them to see this. Let me tell y'all something. Jimmy Butler played 48 minutes of this game, and Butler was getting buckets. If you look at everything that's going on, I'm not passing to my left over to Oladipo because I don't know what he's going to give me. As you can see, Strus was hot, but he got Tatum on him, and Tatum is long. Look where Al Horford is right now and where Butler is at.
His left foot is in the paint. That is a wide open shot, basically.
That is
NBA
a clean shot. And I think it was a good look. If you spacing the court, it was a good look.
Yeah.
Look, this is all I'm saying. See, you play ball in college, bro. And on any level of coaching, you taking that shot.
Absolutely.
Had he made it, no one would be questioning the fact that he took a three-pointer. As a Heat fan, I like it.
Right.
And, hey, look, he had the stones to take the shot in the big moment.
Yeah.
Because if that was a LeBron moment, I'm not knocking LeBron for you LeBron lovers, but think about what I'm saying when LeBron was in Miami. If LeBron in Miami, he's passing that ball to Oladipo over there in the corner on the left side. If you put that shot back up, bro, like a LeBron shot, he's not taking it. Oladipo's getting that shot, and I get that Brown's back is turned, but that's the shot you take when you've played 48 minutes, and it's time to get a bucket. Go ahead, see him. My bad, bro.
No, it's all good, man. I do believe he was totally in the right to shoot that shot. Now, the good shot, the best shot would have been for him to drive. Jimmy Butler is known as a driver. He does not have a high three-point percentage. But if you were watching that game, he was the only one that was hot on the Heat. He was the only one getting buckets. He was getting buckets, and look, if he hit that shot, he the GOAT for Miami. He the GOAT. He took the big boy shot.
Behind D-Wade, but I get you.
Yes, but you get what I'm saying. He gonna move to a whole nother level in status if he would have hit that shot. And it would have been just like how everybody do LeBron. He should have took the shot. He shouldn't have passed, just like Rob was saying. But hey, he stepped up. And it wasn't like he hit the top of the backboard, man. It went off to the left a little bit. And I believe the only reason it was off because my man was dead tired. Just like he was last time he was in the finals. He was dragging the team by himself. I think the Heat overall just was hurt, one, by losing Hero. He is the other player that could basically create his own shot. Kyle Lowry can't do that no more. It's not in him no more. You know what I mean? He's trying or whatever, but that hamstring is killing my guy. You know what I mean? Everybody else are role players. Those are
Yep.
the only two players that are just basically taking it upon themselves and getting the bucket. But like you say, Strus was hot. But once again, Strus got to come off a screen. He's better than Robinson, I believe. But he still got to have his shot kind of created for him.
Hey,
Go ahead, bro.
he had Tatum draped on him, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's not getting a shot over Tatum. That's an easy block. This is what I'm gonna say about
Right.
why Butler. If you see Tatum's on him, he not going
Right.
nowhere. If
Right.
Butler drives the way the calls were going that night, there's no guarantee he's gonna get the foul when he goes to the rim. I
Yeah.
saw Butler get knocked to the ground 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 or 5 times in that game. Made the bucket,
Right.
and there was no foul.
Yeah.
He just had to jump up and run back down on defense. You can't take that chance because now it's let him play ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can't
Right.
leave it in the hands of the refs, especially if how Al Horford come over, Brown come over, and it is a foul. No, they're not going to call it because, it's been driven in their head. Let them play ball. I love this shot, man. I love this shot. Had he hit it, like you said, his status as a Heat, it goes up.
Right.
Now everybody question it. But in transition, the way he was going, it hit off the front of the rim, just to the left, like you said. My man was dead tired, though, bro. And
Yeah.
the bottom line is, Kyle Lowry, yes, he won the championship, but it wasn't because of Lowry. He stepped up a little bit because
Right.
of Kawhi Leonard. This is playoff Kyle, just like you got playoff P. They just don't show up for the playoffs. No disrespect, Kyle Lowry's a beast, but he's not a playoff beast. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and not no more. There was a time when Kyle Lowry was a beast, and he was much more higher level when Kawhi was there with him. But not no more. Injuries get you, man. Like Father Time, can't nobody beats it. You know what I'm saying? Except for LeBron,
bro.
but he paid for $1 million a year to keep his body right. Everybody ain't doing that. So I don't believe they was hurt. Jimmy should have shot the shot, in my opinion.
Yep.
That's the best shot. Like they could have ran a play and then they would have schemed for it. There was no scheme for that shot. So it was wide open, and, I don't blame them. And it's a make or miss league. Stuff happens. It is what it is. One more time for the haters in the back. All right, the next one. Darvin Ham to the Lakers, Mike Brown to the Kings. Are either of these good hires? Mr. Davis?
Yeah, I want to say
I ain't
shout
got
out
no
to the
picture for neither
NBA.
one of them. They
No,
too low
it's
level
all
coaches.
good. I want to say shout out to the NBA. Look, check this out. NBA has 30 head coaching jobs, and like half of those are held by African American men. So shout out to the NBA because they actually get it. Hey, look, how about we bring some people in that can relate to the players? I mean, I'm just saying, it kind of works. This is not no racist type rant. This is just me saying some of the other leagues
What's on your chest?
You know what I'm saying? Like NFL, I'm just saying. NHL, you don't see a lot of black hockey coaches. I don't think there's not even one, but there's a reason for that. Okay, so now on Ham, he came up under the Bucks, Budenhauser, which further solidifies which further solidifies my GOAT segment as far as Popovich goes. So this is the pop tree continuing to roll on, baby. Just know he was an assistant of late of the Lakers and the Hawks before joining the Bucks back in 2018. Now we got Mike Brown, who was also under Popovich, but that's all I'm gonna say about Brown. Go ahead, bro. I'll get back into it after I let you go.
Okay, I start with Mike Brown. Mike Brown, do y'all remember when Steve Kerr in the playoffs, when he was playing, when the Golden State Warriors were playing my Memphis Grizzlies, and Steve Kerr caught COVID, right?
Yeah.
And Mike Brown coached them, and they had 2 losses with Mike Brown. And beyond that, brother, they almost lost by 50 one night. Now, listen, I see the way the Warriors are in them closeout games. It seems like they'll rather close out at home, so they'll let that one slip, but not by 50, dog. And look, my team is good. They ain't that good. So I love my team, but we wasn't that good, dog. So Jess James, you might not be on here no more, man, but I hate it for you, brother, because I don't have a lot of faith in Mike Brown. I don't think he's terrible, but the big adjustment for the Warriors in our series was not made by Mike Brown. It was made by Steph and you muted, bro. You muted yourself. It was made by Steph and
Draymond Green.
Yeah, Steph and Draymond Green. They made the call to bring Looney in and keep him off the bench. That wasn't Mike Brown. And he looked like, oh yeah, they came up with this. Like he a do. As for Darvin Ham, hey brother, I just do. But as for Darvin Ham, brother, I just pray your strength, man. The Lakers is a whole mess, and I know there's millions of people that love them, and they are a storied franchise and all that. But they are the richest poverty franchise I ever seen. And when I say that, when I say poverty, is they mindset. They don't make smart moves. They've never made smart moves. They've always gotten players based on this is LA and we got a storied history. And you can get in the movies. We got a market. You know what I mean? So that is the way they've always gotten players. It's never been by strategy and all that. Think about this, dog. They got like 3 all-stars that was in the Lakers organization that's gone to other teams. You know what I'm saying? We got the dude from New Orleans, skinny dude, Brandon
Ingram.
Brandon Ingram. We got my man for the New York Knicks, Lil Zebo looking dude. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They got all kind of people that's been all-stars. They just didn't play the cards right.
You even got your little bro up in Minnesota right now.
Yeah, the guard.
Russell.
He been an all-star. But anyway, go ahead, bro. I took up most of the time. My bad.
No, it's all good. So you got to think. Mike Brown also coached 2 seasons with the Lakers, man. And the first year he had a winning record. The second year he went 1-4. And they booted him for the overseas cat, and they end up winning the championship in the bubble. If you go back, look, back in Cleveland, he went 33-49.
Yeah.
This is all I'm saying. And then he became an assistant under Steve Kerr. Again, this is all under the Popovich. This goes back to my soapbox, but this is all under the Popovich umbrella. He goes and sit as an assistant under Steve Kerr, which you heard C talk about, the adjustments he didn't make. And my fear for you, Just James, and the Sacramento King Nation is what can he get out of these players? Can he relate to a young player? Is he going to be the clout guy? Hey, I coach LeBron, not to a championship, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I just came from – we don't know as a head coach, but it's very scary when you have that many all-stars and you don't come up with the game plan to switch out, and it's 2 of your players who say, you know what, bump that. We're not going small. Put Looney in. And next thing you know, they go to the next round. That was the coach adjustment. You know what I'm saying? So I will say this in closing. Good luck, Kings fans.
I'm sorry. And that's all we can do for that, dog. All right.
That boy said Purdue. That is hilarious, bro.
Next subject. Deshaun Watson. Is this media assassination? Deshaun Watson. Is this media assassination? Mr. Davis, let's get it.
Okay, so after recent allegations, the total is now 23 cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm going to say. In corporate America, you have 45 days to state your case when it comes to sexual harassment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do I believe that dude did something? Absolutely. Do I feel like the Texans are still stirring the pot because now their money is free?
Mm-hmm.
I believe they are stirring the pot, and it's a witch hunt now on Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm gonna say. Do I believe he did something? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe he did something. I believe that they're stirring the pot, but in the competitive advantage, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna trade UC to the next vending company. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm gonna bash your name because I got a new guy in. You know what I mean? I got Darius in there now. I don't need to see he the old head. I'm going to keep bashing you because this is what I need to do. You're not on my books no more. So you go over there to whomever vending, and we going to do good over here now because I got the new guy. You ain't on my books. And it's a competitive edge to do so, bro, because now you're toxic.
Right.
And the media, every single time something happens, Sports Center, boom. Fox Sports, boom.
Yep.
It's somewhat media assassination, but what all I'm saying is this. Where were y'all at? At what point? Because these cases, my man sat out all last year. So for you to jump on the bandwagon and say he did it to me too, like you should have had the courage last year. Now, please don't think I'm bashing these women. All I'm saying is he gets traded and now all of a sudden you peep your head out and say, well, I decided I'm going to say something too. Like, I don't know, man. Some of it I think is true. Some of it I think is just thirst traps trying to get some money. But more than anything, I hope my man gets some help.
Is this a media assassination? Yes. Yes, it's a media assassination. Is it warranted? Slightly. I
like
think
that.
he's
I
still.
like that.
I think he's still gonna be punished this year. He gonna miss half the season or the whole season, one or the other. The NFL is meeting about that. They've already did a whole little investigation about what they want to do about it. So, but as for the media and as for new victims, right? It's always questionable to me because I don't ever want to seem, and I know you didn't put it this way, I don't ever want to seem like we're insensitive to victims,
Yes.
because it's very
Exactly.
hard a lot of
Good.
times for women to speak out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because a
good.
lot of times men, who they're speaking out to is men that don't believe them. So it makes them feel like maybe I shouldn't even say something. Or a man that look like, well, look how she dressed. She deserve whatever it may be.
Whatever it may
That's
be,
not
yeah.
right.
That's good, bro. That's
But
good.
with that being said, though, some stuff can look fishy. Like some of these parts of this case has already been tried in court and has been thrown out. Right? When the first lawyer brought it up, he brought it up and posted everything on social media as a way to stir up attention. So like the whole situation has been fishy from the beginning. In the end, hopefully justice prevails because listen, man, no woman should be assaulted. No woman should be taken advantage of. And even if something happened and a woman has regrets, right, it still shouldn't happen like that. Yo, you shouldn't be taking advantage of a lady unless she's fully in agreement, like, yo, I'm cool with the happy ending for you or whatever he was getting. This brother was trying to live a porn site in real life. But that's just not good, man. Like, so, but right now it's a civil case. And there's a difference between a federal case and a civil case. And we just got to know that. There's a big difference between federal cases and civil cases. Go ahead, bro.
I think some of these cases will be settled out of court, but this is what I don't like, man. Athletes are targeted. And I'm not taking up with Deshaun Watson. I'm just saying in general in itself. So anybody who decided, yeah, I'm going to top them off, or yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it up because of whatever the case may be, then all of a sudden, oh, shoot, payday? Let me get some of that. I want those folks filtered out. And for the true victims, like the ones who didn't deserve to have to hear, you know who I am? Because dudes can, like superstars get arrogant. And we're going to talk about that when we get to the one word of the day. But male or female, you can get this God complex that I can't be touched. And you get that. But then you got some who gave it up for a Pop-Tart. And now all of a sudden they're trying to get paid for it. I want them weeded out, and I want the real victims to get some type of justice.
Justice for all the victims. All these fake ones, just justice. We'll just say justice. We'll leave it at that.
Eat a Pop-Tart.
Hey, because I don't want it to seem like we leaning one way or not. We not, man. We want justice for people that's really been abused, though. But understand there's going to always be. There's always going to be opportunists with someone that just got paid $250 million guaranteed. Some people going to look at that and be like, ching, ching. So, anyway, but with that being said, I got one more. I didn't even tell you about this one, Rob. But here's the one. Hold on. Let me get rid of this one. And this is not, hold on. There we go. I don't know what I'm showing. Hold on, brother. I'm all confused.
I'm seeing a jump shot.
I know. I'm trying to block all these. Okay, here we go. Should Matt Strus? Hold on. There it is. Okay, I'm all messed up. My bad, people. Should Matt Strus's 3 been taken away or left alone? Should his 3 been taken away or left alone? If you were watching the game, he hit a 3 in a corner. They say his heel touched the ground. Upon further review, and this was the shot he was making. Now behind him, he did like, the head faking, you do the side step. What a lot of NBA players do that. They step to the side. When they step to the side, they say his heel kind of touched the out of bounds line. I don't think he really was out. Honestly, in my opinion, it was so close it shouldn't have been overturned. Here's the kicker. They overturned the call literally after about 10 minutes of basketball play. How do you do that in a freaking Eastern Conference Finals game? So, Rob, my question to you, should it have been taken away or should it have been left alone? as an unbiased Miami Heat fan.
No. This is what I'm going to come to this totally unbiased because this has happened throughout the playoffs. We have talked about this in several instances about NBA playoffs ref calling. Listen, Jimmy Butler takes the 3 at the end because of that call. Think about this. You know what I mean? After 10 minutes, like I said, if Jimmy Butler goes to the hole and he gets knocked down by Horford, no call. Now what? So it's a chain of events, man. And the bottom line is, how do you go back to that after 10 minutes after play?
How?
It's like maybe 5 or 6, but how do you do that? It was so many questionable calls, and then it just makes me wonder. You know, I get my little tinfoil hat if y'all don't know about that, what I'm talking about.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, I think Celtics Golden State is a better matchup for the finals. We're going to overturn this. You know what I mean? Because the Heat are just too hurt and they'll dominate. So go ahead, man. I don't think it should have been overturned, though.
I think in no way in the world it should have been overturned. If you saw that, then after the play, you should have did that. You always see the refs do this, so it'll be the next dead ball. They gonna go look at it. We didn't see none of that. Like, even the announcer was like, what? It got turned over. You know what I'm saying? Even Spoelstra at the end was like he thought it was totally wrong. Now, with that being said, how many did the Heat lose by, Rob?
4. Was it 4? Yeah, 4.
Right. So they would have lost by 1.
Yeah.
Who knows? They may have still won. Who knows? They was on a run at that moment, right? They had got it under double digits. They was in a run. They had momentum. All of a sudden, that set them right back up over double digits, over a double-digit deficit, right?
Yeah.
All that happened because of that call. Like, I'm all for getting it right, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes instant replay ain't so instant. And above that, like, sometimes it's like we doing too much. We trying to be so right. We take the human element out of being just good refs. Refs got to be like, yo, I missed it. Refs do makeup calls all the time because they missed it. Just chalk it up, you missed it, my guy. Because the pitch, if you see the video, it is not conclusive that he was out of bounds, in my opinion. His foot was